All right, so here he is, the budding UFC bantamweight contender, Umar Nurmagomedov, suffocating grappler, very good takedowns on the wrestling front, but a very well-schooled player on the feet as well. American Kickboxing Academy believes here, not unlike Islam Makhachev, that they have a future bantamweight world champion in Umar Nurmagomedov. Corey Sandhagen was a guy that was on his radar, had to pull out of that main event due to injury. But a lot of people really believe that when the challenges get stiffer for Umar Nurmagomedov, he's going to show you just how good he really is. Well, this place is absolutely deafening as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion makes the walk for his latest title defense. This is a huge fight, as big a fight as we can put together at 155 pounds, but the champion thinks it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah, skill for skill, he's one of the best fighters in the world. That's why when you look at the pound-for-pound rankings, you always see his name right amongst the top of the guys on the list. He has every skill in mixed martial arts, but I believe it's his mind that separates him from the rest. He has a skill trap of a mind and believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, he was carrying himself this week like a guy who knew something we didn't. We'll see just how one-sided this fight could be in a matter of moments. Charles Oliveira steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Umar Nurmagomedov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. So will Umar Nurmagomedov one day be an undisputed UFC bantamweight champion? As we get this fight started, let's see how he chooses to proceed. He's an outstanding grappler, an accomplished striker as well. But I guess his greatest asset is just fighting on instinct, right? Finding that flow state. Certainly in his last fight, he found it early, the finish materialized. How soon can Umar Nurmagomedov impose his will on the opposition here tonight? Oh, you saw his reference in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Early round action here, Charles Oliveira pressing forward, guard high, in constant pursuit of his foot.
Yeah, classic Muay Thai, man. Lifting that knee to draw out your reaction, and if you give him too big a reaction, he will start you with that beautiful left hook. The guy has tremendous power, and he sets up his strikes like not many guys in the UFC, or not many people in the UFC.
Oliveira gets the single leg takedown.
He passes the half.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you...
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce choke is tight.
Somehow, someway, you got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. Great submission defense.
changing the position.
Nurmagomedov's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Making all these shots count.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Nurmagomedov. What a strike from off of his back. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Under a minute now to go.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Oliveira going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there.
Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab.
Defensively responsible. Nice block. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Stop!
All right, take a seat, relaxa, respira. Look, you're being overly aggressive right now, okay? You're being way too hyper on this fight. I need you to calm down.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready? You ready?
Here we are, early round two. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. You saw him work his... That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got to very fast.
Big, straight left. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Oh, nice double leg, yes. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Good work from the top here by Umar Nurmagomedov.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Nurmagomedov's pass attempt denied.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Side control now. Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. .30 seconds to go now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Good round.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Straight right hand now, just misses. Somehow, his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Well played.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Nurmagomedov's in full guard now.
He passes to half guard.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
This is a terrible position.
Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, hammer fist here by Oliveira. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation.
Oh, nice headlock.
That dorse is tight. He might get a finish here. Oh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that dark choke.
Oliveira's back in full mount. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Well, he's got his back now. Final seconds here. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
All right, man, take a seat. Senpai, you really rocked him that round. He does not want to be in this fight anymore. I need you to go out there. I need you to finish him, okay? He doesn't want to be there.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt wrapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was...
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Nice transition.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish,
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
he's looking to finish, John.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, that's a pretty slick reversal right there. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. 20 minutes in the books.
Nice work last round. Your submissions are on another level. You almost had them last time. This time, we're gonna get them. Be smart. Get that takedown.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fight.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Lands for the body there. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, limping a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this one.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Oh! All right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission, yes?
Yeah, you gotta just go. You gotta start throwing things at the wall and hope something sticks.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Straight punch, useful.
He needs to get on the bicycle, son. He needs to get into space so he doesn't get finished.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish them.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that opportunity. Wow, both of them are landing massive shots.
Some work, guys.
Another one! Now he's back up.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, so we congratulate Charles Oliveira on yet another UFC win, but this one, somewhat surprisingly, by decision, he goes to the cards.
So many thought that Charles Oliveira, if taken into deep water, could not last. He has shown time and time again